to my channel. My name is Kati and today I'm going to share you my spending results of May. And I can say that what happened in May probably is my reaction to my April spending, of which I wasn't so satisfied with. And I will link that April video here up and below. So I wasn't happy with all the purchases then. So I think that May was a straight reaction to that. Here is my spending tracker in my personal rings planner. And I call this my passion spending, what I'm tracking here. I had a pretty tough goal for my no spend days because they have been going so well. And then I thought, although I'm usually aiming for half of the days of the month, so my normal goal would have been 16 because May had 31 days. But then I thought, okay, let's make it a bit harder on myself, so I chose the goal of 17. And then my budget for stationery was 50 euros, which has been my normal now. But then for my inner child budget, which contains things like books and tarot decks and everything like that, that budget was reduced due to lower income in May. So I had previously 100 euros that ended up here to be like 76 euros. But now I gave myself the same as for stationery, so 50 euros. And after I have taken my monthly subscriptions like for ebooks and YouTube Premium, I end up with 26 euros as shopping money. From May, these are the amounts that I had left in my accounts. So for stationery I had 242 euros and 50 cents in the beginning of May, and here in my inner child budget I had little over 150 euros. Then I track all my spending. So what I buy in a store or in a web store, all that I track here. So I'm not tracking my bills or like subscriptions, which go here in my bills tracker. And actually I don't have so many subscriptions. Of course some, yeah, but I have those in my budget already because I know that those are monthly expenses. And as I said, those that go from my inner child budget, I have already reduced from my shopping money, so those are like accounted in the budget. I have a color code for my spending. So here on the first day you see the best color, so because green is for a no spend day. Then blue is kind of the second best because that's for anything necessary like groceries. And yeah, I always come up with the same example, toilet paper, but those are the necessities that we have to buy. Then pink is then my passion spending, what I'm tracking here in these budgets. And then yellow is for anything else spending wise, which doesn't go in the necessary category or in the passion spending category. So let's see. In May I started well with 5 no spend days, okay? And here I sold something, so, and it wasn't stationery, so I put it in my inner child budget as a plus. Then some shopping, and then then it went downwards. So here in May my spouse had his summer holiday. It was supposed to be in July, but he moved it to May because of some family issues and things. So we were traveling inside Finland, visiting relatives and friends. So that you see here in my spending budget, because I couldn't like go with my normal like once a week in the grocery store and buy all the food we need for a week, or at maximum 2 times a week in the grocery store. But because we were traveling, it was like this blue one which says ruoka, that's food. So it was like go to buy something small for breakfast and the next day again. That's why my spending looks like this. And this pink went from my inner child budget. We were visiting a city that I have never been before, so I wanted to buy me some things there. This looks bad, but this whole time we were traveling. And then I get a new streak of these no spend days, because here my spouse was visiting some relatives and I was home, so I could just stay home, not buy anything. So I was trying to save my no spend days goal. But then he came back and we had to go visit some relatives again. Here we were visiting some relatives. Then we came shortly for 1 night home, or 2 nights maybe, but then we had to travel again. So it's like food. Every day you go buy something for breakfast and then you need to eat something, and it's like and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to get my goal. But then my thinking process was, but okay, my spouse is on holiday. I'm not going to be the difficult person now that I can't go buy breakfast today because I want to have a no spend day. So there are days that I bought like something very small. Like here I had to buy a bus ticket and then I bought a water bottle. That's not a lot. That's like under 10 euros. But I had to make those purchases because otherwise I wouldn't have been part of what we were doing. So my spending wasn't a lot. It was just like small amounts, but many days, and I wasn't happy because we are closing the end of the month, and if you have counted, I didn't reach my no spend days goal. I think this was the first time I didn't reach it. And this is stupid that I gave this bigger goal for myself for the month that my spouse was on holiday. So that was like a recipe for disaster. It's like it's not going to happen. But okay, but something, if you see already, I didn't buy any stationery. And I think that was because I bought so much. I spent over half of the amount that I have spent in this whole year, so it was much for me and I wasn't so satisfied with everything that I bought. So I think that was a reaction why I didn't buy any stationery in May, and I only made this small purchase over here because we were visiting that store. But otherwise you can see I was succeeding. So 0 as 0. I think I don't have many 0 months. And here it was only this 21 euros 75 cents, and I did make 18 euros. So I ended up with almost the same sum as in the beginning, and here of course it's the same. So May in that aspect was a huge success. The only thing that I didn't succeed was this no spend days. But as you can see, I only missed two days. And of course I'm sad about it, but there are not, or if there are any days that I could have skipped, maybe with better planning. But as I said, I didn't want to stress, and I didn't want to be like the difficult one. So let's just roll with it. Let's have a nice holiday and let's spend some money on food. Here I'm happy about this, so I get to go to June with 242 euros and 50 cents, and then here this is still a problem, like this is a success compared to previous months. This was, I think, the lowest. Yes, this was the lowest number this month until, but this total spending is still over 100 euros per month this year, and that's too much because that's more than my budget. But of course here I got some birthday money. Was it? No, it was Christmas money. Yes, here I put some Christmas money here in this budget, so that's why I have been able to go over my budget so much this year. But although I say that I have gone over my budget, it's not like I have gone in minus. I have just put these extra money here, so I have like spent more than I put in my budget every month. So that way I mean that I have gone over budget. But this was my May spending results. How did your May go spending wise? Did you buy anything nice? As you saw, I didn't buy anything stationery related, so I don't have anything to show you. But I promise you, no, I don't promise you, but have I made some purchases already? Now that I'm filming, it's already June. Yes, I can promise you that I have something to show you stationery wise in my next spending results video. But that will be in July, in 1 month. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would be happy if you would. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. I hope to see you down below in the comments. Bye bye.